Labour Party seeks postponement of polls in Lagos on an Ondo over missing logo on ballot papers. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. The Labour Party chairperson in Lagos State, Dayo Ekong, had in a statement decried the exclusion of the party's logo on the ballot papers. The Labour Party LP has asked the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, to include its party logo on all the ballot papers across the country, and where the logo has been omitted before Saturday presidential and National Assembly elections, or postpone the elections until it corrects the error. On Wednesday, the Electoral Commission took delivery of sensitive materials for the presidential and National Assembly elections ahead of Saturday, but it was discovered on Thursday that the Labour Party's logo was omitted on senatorial and House of Representatives ballot papers in Lagos and Ondo State. Reaction to the exclusion of the party's logo on ballot papers, a Labour Party chieftain on Thursday said, "We expect that as the umpire, Inec will be transparent to the extent that everything that it has done in preparation for this election should be made visible to the public so that the people know." The election materials that were prepared for such the election were kept till the last minute, a few days to the election, and only this morning, by mere chance, we were able to discover that this unacceptable error was committed by Inec. Omitting the logo of the Labour Party, a major player in the Saturday election, from the ballot paper is not a small error. It is not something that anyone can just overlook. It is a deliberate attempt that Inec must own up to, and they must quickly correct. Otherwise, this election can never be regarded as being transparent, free, fair, and credible, because a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Lagosians will be disenfranchised from exercising their civic right on Saturday. This is why we call on Inec to quickly do the needful. Either they do the correction and put the Labour Party logo on the ballot papers or shift the elections. But the important thing is that all Labour Party candidates must be duly represented. The Labour Party chairperson in Lagos State, Dayo Ekong, had in a statement decried the exclusion of the party's logo on the ballot papers and had called on Inec to either correct the mistakes or reschedule the National Assembly elections. Calling on the attention of Nigerians and the international community to the development, Ekong said the malicious error was found out in Lagos this morning during the routine inspection of election materials by my executive members. It was at the inspection that it was discovered that the Labour Party was not listed for the election for the Senate and House of Representatives. This is unacceptable and a wicked way of disenfranchising Lagos State electorate. It is unimaginable that the Lagos electorate will only vote for Labour Party presidential candidate for the election slated for Saturday, February 25th, as Inec made no provision for the election of the party's Senate and House of Representatives candidate. We cannot accept this, as we do not believe that Inec made a mistake, but rather a deliberate, malicious, and intentional act to disenfranchise our supporters from exercising the civil rights, which is unacceptable. Further checks on the IN website revealed that the names of Lagos LP candidates were not uploaded, even as the list and court orders for the same were duly submitted to Inec and acknowledged. We have severally pointed out the bias displayed by the state Inec rec towards our party and its increasing attacks on our leaders. Similarly, the party has called for the postponement of Saturday general elections in Ondo State after it was discovered that its logo was omitted from the ballot papers. The ballot papers affected are for elections into Ondo, Central, Senatorial District, and 5 House of Representative seats, namely Okitipupa Irele, Ese-Odo Ilaje, Akoko Southwest, Akoko Southeast, Ondo East, Ondo West, and Akure North and Akure South. We expect Inec to do the needful. It was a deliberate act. I do not think any agency of government supersedes the judiciary that gave us the judgment, the party secretary in Ondo, Abiodun Agbaji, said. Now, wow, I don't even understand what is going on anymore. This is not a mistake. This is not what you can call an error. This is what I call a deliberate act. There is nothing you can tell me. You see what can only happen in Nigeria. Nowhere else will thieves and looters take preeminence like this and kangaroo political enclave. May God save us. Now I'm asking, is Inec not supposed to not be apolitical? I mean, Inec is supposed to be apolitical. They're not supposed to have any party they're actually voting for. They're supposed to be very neutral in this exercise. So why does it feel that actually being biased to one particular political party? Inec is setting itself for unnecessary litigation. Do the needful, shift the affected election to the 11th of March, where state election are to be held. Now, wow, does not make sense at all. This does not in any way make sense. Inec want to set Nigeria on fire with their eyes wide open, but this can only happen in Tinubu's part of the country. This tells you how Tinubu and his gang have corrupted the Inec, EFCC, and co. I repeat, Inec and the EFCC is not supposed to be a tool for politicians. They are supposed to be neutral. And it leaves a lot of questions unanswered if this actually happened, if this is true. Inec has shown bias, real shame, zero integrity. The plan is to make Labour Party ask for postponement of a Senate election, which they think will be influence will affect the outcome of both presidential and senatorial elections. We are ready for the worst. It is strange, however, the election should hold as planned. LP should go to court if dissatisfied with the outcome. The thing is, it's not possible. You cannot exclude somebody's, name from there or logo from there. Somebody is not that this party is not a party. No matter what, all the 18, they say you have more than 18, Abi? All the 18 political parties' logo, their spaces, everything they need to vote should be ready like others. None should be excluded. None. There is no, it doesn't make sense. None. That's a no-brainer. The election in Ondo State should be postponed. The same dirty politics Emefiele and Malami played with Nigerian life so that Pete Obituary and Atiku can have an edge in this election is what is playing back now. This dirty policy was supported by Labour Party, PDP, and their surrogates. You have played your own by killing Nigerians with narrow design. It is time to give you back dirty policies. What are you saying? The election will be held on another date. You cannot omit a party logo. Even to you, it should make no sense. Exactly. It should make no sense. And whoever omitted, if whoever they'll be pointing fingers saying, "Are you doing?" They're supposed to pack all of them. They're supposed to investigate this issue. This issue is not just, this is not an omission. This is a deliberate act. If they should go ahead and conduct the election without Labour Party logo on the paper, I'm very sure the court will nullify the election. What's the intention of Inec for the missing logo? This must have been a deliberate mistake. It is a deliberate mistake, not that it is a deliberate mistake. Nigeria is a lawless country. I pity our generation. Sai Obi Sonki. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, that if Nigeria is not careful, they will play into the hands of Biafra agitators, especially IPOB. What most Nigerians do not understand is that IPOB as a group has been waiting for this type of thing and more to happen in this election just to justify their stand and draw more people to their side, especially those still sitting on the fence. They will use this as enough reason to shut them out of those who believe in one Nigeria and make anything called election impossible in the southeast. Those who are doing this are making a very costly mistake capable of breaking Nigeria. Hopefully, this is sorted out. This is not good news at all. This is a very heart-wrenching news for Labour Party and its supporters. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.